Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are starting with Foolish Mortals, which is promising title, and this is pretty classic point and click with some voodoo, with some ghosts, hauntings, all the good stuff. I also hope for swamps. Swamps and hauntings are always a good combo, so let's go. Okay, left to interact, double click to quick travel, right click to examine, and we can start. Unfortunately, there are some timed puzzles. I haven't switched this option off. I might regret it later.
They said there was a treasure on the island. Its location, known only to the dead. I could see it in my dreams. How was I supposed to know that in order to find it, I'd have to die too?
Ooh. Beautiful beginning. Are we going to have some tragic love story? Because I hope so. There will be probably some curses and tragic love story too. It's been a while since I saw like opening credits like this, kinda lengthy and this classic movie style, honestly.
Well, I think you're a fool. Everyone on Devil's Rock knows what happened to that house. Over 30 years it stood empty now. Locals won't go near it. I say all it contains now is dust, cobwebs, and bad luck.
I don't have time for ghost stories.
Then what do you want with it?
33 years ago, the Belmore Trading Company was wound up and absorbed by the state. The owner's dead, the heir nowhere to be found. Money was missing from the company accounts, and it's still unaccounted for. I'm here to find it.
So you're a treasure hunter?
Not quite. I'm an auditor.
An auditor? Records, taxes, all that stuff?
Think of me as the adventurer of the accounts book. But on this case, I'm out of office and on location. At 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, the state's claim on that money lapses for good along with my commission. So I've got one night to find it. I'm overdue for a meeting with the parish comptroller to reopen the case.
The comptroller you're meeting wouldn't happen to be Theodore Grimes, would it?
Yes. I
More
believe
ominous
it is.
name.
Would be hard to convince him, I'd say.
Why's that? I'm a good talker.
He died about 4 days ago.
Time for
I'd wager he's
necromancy.
waiting to be buried in St. Juniper Cemetery, stiff as a board.
Okay, that might be tricky. Talking to the dead isn't quite within my skill set.
Oh, come on.
Remember what I said about that house and bad luck?
My bad luck started long before that house. It's a 3-day journey to get here, and it took me 7. And ever since my suitcase got dropped overboard on the steamer, all I have to my name is a pocket watch, a magazine, and $1.
Less than $1, actually. You owe me for the taxi ride.
Beautiful hand-painted figurines, but yeah, what could possibly go wrong in abandoned, ominous old house?
The taxi driver was the type to prefer payment over conversation.
Okay. Here you go.
And here's your change.
Didn't you say you'd take me into town?
You can walk from here. No one with any sense would go further onto this island at night. And remember, the tide's coming in. Within the hour, you'll be cut off from the mainland until tomorrow.
That
Noise.
suits me.
I love it. I love
I took
this.
the pocket watch out of my vest and clicked open the cover. I've got 13 hours to find $13 million.
Unlucky for some, but if you're really dead set on it, here's a tip. Go find the Spirit Queen.
The Spirit Queen? Who is that?
I think you'll find you mean, what's that?
Oh, we cannot
Good
skip
luck,
the dialogue.
Murphy McAllen.
It might be tricky in cases when I accidentally pick the same dialogue options. The Spirit Queen. Ah, like old adventure bookies. What I was saying is that I love when you have this limited space, like you cannot leave until the typhoon goes by or there was a blizzard and you are now locked in the haunted
Walking
mansion.
into the port town
Always
of
good.
Dead Nettle, I could sense its history in every stone, brick, and plank. Echoes of merchant ships loading
But
and
there will
unloading
be
all manner of
swamps.
cargo
I'm so
from
happy.
expeditions throughout the Caribbean. Gold and treasure that may still lie hidden on the island.
Oh, this is beautiful. Now I will be clicking on everything probably.
It was the door to a jewelry store named Doubloon's Jewel.
Oh, we can skip the descriptions. Okay. Cool beans.
A paper sign hung on the front of the theater. One side displayed the flair and fanciness of a person skilled with a fountain pen. The other side revealed it had been written on the back of a cut-up.
This is no waste setting, so you know. This is actually good.
The latter was covered in rust from the salty sea air.
Okay. Do you want to go there? Probably no. Oh, that's a fast pace. Okay. This is my type of jogging.
The decorative iron gate was
Captain's clue. Oh,
the tip of a wooden boat poked above the water. I thought back.
Slap me with a paddle. It's a whopper. Well, blast my barnacles. That's the third one tonight. These fish sure must have been spooked by something.
ominous. I don't think that you would like your barnacles being busted, but what do I know?
The fisherman sat on the edge of the dock looking as content as a cat with a can of tuna. And with the same smell.
I mean, those are the dogs. What can I say? Go talk with the man.
Are the fish biting?
Not so well today, to tell the truth. That was the first nibble in hours. I'm Ned Kipps, by the way. I haven't seen you around here before.
I'm here because I have a very important job on this island. A calling that only I can fulfill. Dark secrets that I need to uncover.
Oh, you're a tourist. Now, why on earth would you choose Devil's Rock as the place to vacation?
He's an
I must have done
accountant.
something to upset my travel agent. The name's Murphy McAllen.
Nice to meet you, Mac. Not peckish, are you? You can help yourself to what I got here in my bucket if you like.
Oh, thanks. My expectations of a local seafood delicacy quickly unraveled when I plunged my hands into what felt like lumpy jelly. Ugh! There was a handful of fish guts.
Ha! That's the best bait you get around here. They smell pretty bad, but the critters on this island love them. Who would have known they're good at suckering in tourists, too?
What did you expect to find in the bucket? To be fair.
Have you heard of the Spirit Queen?
Heard of her?
If she's out there, that's where I need to go.
Murphy, bayou's dangerous. It's not the kind of place you want to go alone.
I'll be careful.
Well, if you're set on it, just take the western route out of town, left at Pimlico Rock, then right on into the bayou. Without Docket gets in there, you'll see the lights guiding you the last stretch of the way. Just make sure the gators don't get too attached to you.
Okay, so it's in here, I guess. Thank you, dear sir.
What's life?
Well, it's not the hustle and bustle it used to be, but it suits me just fine. The ships just don't come through Daredevil anymore. Not since the disappearance.
You must have been talking about the Belmore wedding. The locals actually believed the story. Have you ever considered moving to the mainland?
Nah, crazies, oddballs. The mainland doesn't have any of them.
What's that you're reading?
This is Herman Melville's Moby Dick.
Are you enjoying it?
I'm struggling my way through it, to be honest. I thought it was a how-to book. I much preferred the last book I read. It was much more action.
What book was that?
The Encyclopedia of Fishing Lures, 3rd edition.
Nice.
I'm going to get back to...
I wouldn't go looking for it if I were you, you know.
Excuse me?
The folks this island gets now either seem to be looking for something or running away from something. You look like you're doing both. You got your eye on that Belmore treasure, and I wouldn't be doing right by you if I didn't warn you to stay away from it. I know this island has a reputation for the macabre, and it's all fun and games in the beginning, but dig too deep, and you end up in the place you don't want to be.
What makes you think I... Ned looked at me in a way that told me my playing innocent wasn't going to work. Okay, that's right, but I'm not a grave robber. I'm an auditor, contracted by the state.
It don't matter what your reasons are, Mac. You need to be careful with that house. Us locals, we don't go anywhere near it.
I appreciate the concern, but who can really say they've seen a ghost?
I have, Murphy, and I'm not the only one. Ever since the disappearance, anyone brave or foolish enough to go up to that house has seen the same thing. You might say it was moonlight shimmering off dusty glass, the shadow of a tree branch, or a curtain blown by an unseen breeze. But deep down, we all know what we saw.
What did you see?
The Phantom. It's not something anyone will forget. Every poor soul who's seen the Phantom has been plagued by the most awful experience. Night after night of endless nightmares. Months of restless sleep. Just visions of faces. Evil faces. Laughing. It's like it can infect your dreams.
And who do you think the Phantom is? Or was?
Nobody knows. But it must have been someone at that awful wedding. Someone who doesn't want to leave the house. Or doesn't want to let anyone in.
I appreciate your concern, but I have a job to do. I don't think my boss would be too happy if I report back that ghosts and ghouls are what's standing in my way.
You're not the first to come looking for the treasure, you know.
But if I find it, I could be the last.
Whether you find it or not, I hope that's true. For everyone's sake.
Ned's talk of nightmares was the last thing I needed to be worried about. Even if it was a job, ever since I read about the Belmore treasure, all I could do was dream about finding it.
I really liked the soundtrack during the dialogue. It was very cinematic.
It was a billboard advertising Bloom's canned beef. Of all the ways the billboard poster was peeling away to reveal layers of advertisements underneath.
I need the light, right? I don't have it. I have the magazine. Merry and Macabre magazine. The Vanished Wedding. Ooh! Okay, I am not going to read it aloud. I'm so sorry. But I will read it later and summarize it for you. Today my eyes are terrible, so I will probably do it, slowly and carefully.
It was the change the taxi driver had given. It was a handful of fish. A notice board stood outside the newspaper office, containing a mixture of advertisements, and of all of the papers pinned to the board, one article showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman on the docks, with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heavy...
Okay, I just need the light, right? Let's see.
It was the door to a newspaper office. A note on the door... A faded poster had been pasted on the wall of the alcove.
Okay, let's go to the island. I don't have the light, so let's stick to here and try to organize something. Run, boy, run! I think that my eyes are so bad because the heating season started and the air is
I
fairly
shook the gate,
dry.
but it wasn't going. Down the passageway, I could make out a portion of an illuminated courtyard and the echoing trickle.
Like, really dry. Okay, so we cannot go there. Let's go to the jewelry shop and then try the island after all.
The door was locked with a sign in the window saying closed for. I could see two gentlemen inside the store. A spindly man with a wiry mustache had his face pressed against a display cabinet, while a diminutive older gentleman tried desperately to pull him away. I'd seen similar behavior in Laurel and Hardy pictures.
Let's see if
As I
can
returned
find...
to the beach,
Ooh,
I could
there's
see
a
the causeway was now
child.
fully flooded over by the rising tide. I was trapped here until dawn.
Holy moly, what the child is doing here?
A little girl sat hunched over a tide pool, accessorizing her pretty dress and ribboned hair with a scowl as it was the face that could sink 1,000 ships. Hello? Little girl? You lost your mommy and daddy? It's late, there could be a lot of strange people around.
Yeah, I think I'm talking to one.
Maybe I should introduce myself. My name's Murphy McCallan. What's
The
yours?
soundtrack is
Mallory
really
West,
very
angel on
old
the
school
outside,
soundtracky
malevolent force
movie
of
style.
disparagement, derision,
Right?
and disorder on the inside. At least, that's what Mrs. Huxley wrote in my school report. Hey, do you know what an enfant terrible is?
Do your parents know you're here?
Of course they do. This is my happy place. I come here when I need to cheer up.
What's got you down?
It's my birthday, and I didn't get the present I wanted.
Well, happy birthday. Is being out here helping?
A little. It's a nice place to plot my revenge.
This doesn't sound like an appropriate way for a little girl to spend her time.
Little girl? Little girl? What am I supposed to like? Posies and princesses? Tiaras and tea parties? Those are not my thing.
It reminds me honestly of Debbie from the Addams Family, who was heartbroken because her parents bought her Malibu Barbie instead of the ballerina Barbie, so she plotted the revenge to destroy them. But yeah, during those unskippable parts of the dialogue, the soundtrack is very much in line with old adventure movies, I think.
How are you planning on getting revenge?
I'm not sure. Currently, I'm at the plotting and ruminating
What are you plotting and
how things would be different if I was in charge of the world. We had a school project last week. What Mildred wanted to be a baker, Bobby,
What did you?
Queen of the Universe.
I guess no one can accuse you of lacking ambition. Do you think you could fix the
Aim
world's
high.
problems and make the world a better place?
Oh, absolutely not. My patience is worn so thin with all the idiots around me. I don't know if it would be wise for you to the dungeon. You. It would be very cathartic for me, though.
I mean, at least she is self-aware, but this is one hell of the brat.
What present did you...
A doll?
A doll?
What's wrong with...
Nothing. I just didn't expect it. It doesn't quite fit with your...
I'm still a little girl. I don't have to Instead, I get this stupid tin boat. I know Sebastian's got something to do with it, too. He was all over the tin boat when I showed him my toy catalog from Mulligan.
Is he one of your friends?
Not in a million years. You can see...
Shouldn't you be...
I'm in trouble at home. Mrs. Huxley held me back for...
What did you...
I convinced 3/4 of the class to sign over their eternal souls to me in exchange for some jelly beans. Third graders are remarkably easy to manipulate with a bag of candy and a little...
Why did you do that?
You've got to speculate to accumulate.
Why did you want their souls? What use do you have?
Just making sure I'm prepared. And that's just step one.
I didn't dare... Have you heard of the spirit?
Look, if Maury put you up to this, you can tell him that I have no intention of going anywhere near his big, boring boat again. And anyway, those skulls looked better with a little lipstick on them. I even made some cowrie necklaces for them, but nope. If we have a skeletal uprising, they're just going to have to maraud without being dolled up. And they'll have to...
Who's more?
Nope, not falling for...
Do you like living on...
This island is cut off from society. An isolated micro... If I'm honest, it fits me. Lots of places to explore, too. When I'm not bad.
Where you?
Where am the captain's club wouldn't let me in after I declared a mutiny. The lady at the newspaper office kicked me out when I tried selling stories about a zombie. The witch doctor in the bayou threatened to hex me if I didn't stop sneaking on board and borrowing his toys. And the gravedigger banned me from the cemetery when I played a teensy little practical.
What did you do?
I convinced him the stiff he buried was still alive. People are so antisocial around here.
I mean, with you?
I better.
I wouldn't walk across the beach again if I were you. This beach is covered in quicksand. I can hop along the surface, but with your weight, you'll be sucked down like a noodle.
Oh no. Really? This beach has quicksand?
Come on.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Tourists.
To be honest, the only way I can express how I feel about her is that she for sure is a very energetic child.
A little girl sat hunched over a tide pool, accessorizing her pretty. It was the face that. I didn't want to take the little girl. Her brooding face made it more than clear that it wouldn't. A helium-filled balloon. Despite the little girl's disparaging look at her tiny toy, I doubted a tin boat puttered around.
Okay. We don't need it yet anyway, so. Oh, we cannot howl at the moon. Pity. Let's ask our new friend about the Murray. He probably will know. He seems to be the guy who knows everyone.
I decided to leave Ned to his fate.
Come on, we are looking for Murray. Hey. Am I going to be eaten by the crocodiles since I don't have any light? Ooh, Spirit Queen. Oh, distillery?
After
No.
what felt like miles, the
Oh,
eerie
there's a croc.
darkness of the bayou gave way to the soft orange glow of a gas lamp. And beyond it, the last thing I expected to find in the heart of the swamp.
Oh, nice.
Hand-painted lettering on the side of a paddle wheel revealed the Spirit Queen wasn't a person, it was a riverboat. Its hull sagged, the wood swollen and split from years in the swamp. Peeling paint curled like dead skin, and what remained of its once grand decks now tilted and crooked. It looked like a wedding cake that had been left to rot.
What a beautiful way to describe it. This is little puppy. He wants to eat me.
A fierce-looking alligator blocked my way along the jetty. A broken chain hung from its neck like a leash, but this creature definitely wasn't under control. Its milky eyes stared past me, but I could tell from the way it shifted, the way its nostrils flared.
Poor baby. Someone put a leash on him.
It was an aging water tower used. I considered climbing the water tower, but I couldn't imagine what I'd find at the top other than stagnant and there was plenty of that in the bayou already. I jiggled the handle, but the wooden shack had a single. From the moss growing on it, it looked like it hadn't been. The damp air of the bayou had swelled the window. It would need more force than my bare hands could supply to open. The glass of the window was so thick with dust and grime.
You have no dull arms. Let's grab us some shrunken head and get cursed probably.
As I took the shrunken head from the sign, it almost seemed to grin at. Creepy. A swiveling wooden crane used to load up cargo in days gone by stood halfway along the jetty. It was a shrunken head with wispy white hair and tightly shut eyes. The shrunken head was already disturbing enough without shoving rotting seafood inside it.
I mean, it can always be a little bit more creepy. Come on.
I needed to think of something.
Okay, let's be extra disrespectful and use the shrunken head for that, I guess.
Nope.
No? We're not getting this awful.
That wasn't going to work. I needed to think of.
Hmm. That's peculiar. What else do we have here? Can we go here? Nope.
I may have been new to the bayou, but even I knew that plunging my hand into it was the kind of water that made you question every ripple. Was it the
It was a wind, because usually alligators don't do the ripples, I think. Don't they have this special way of moving in the water that they actually don't do the flow?
It was the Spirit Queen riverboat. Decks rotting, smokestacks toppling.
Like, all crocodiles and alligators are pretty amazing when you think about how their biology functions, how long they can withstand without eating. They also have usually super good eyesight. They don't need to focus on one point. They see very well the entire picture, unlike us. And yeah, crazy stuff. I think that they are resistant to majority of the diseases. I think that they are almost resistant to cancer. Pretty amazing. Do you want to give her the head? Hey, look, that's for you. You are creepy, heads are creepy. You can doll it up. Did I...
How would you like to trade your tin boat for
A doll?
at least the
Deal!
Oh, wow. Surprisingly easy.
Oh, I'll hug him and kiss him
Ew!
and conquer the world with him.
Where are
Prepared
you?
away anchor?
I'm happy that you're happy, but this is not the way to go, young lady.
It was a toy boat made of tin, with a motor you could wind up so it puttered around in the water. I didn't want it. Her brooding face made it.
Maybe she wants the fish guts.
She seemed busy.
Okay, no. No fish guts for you. Okay. Okay. Oh! Haven't expected young lady here.
Mr. McAllen,
Don't tell me she's
Yes?
walking around on
How
the
do you know my
swamps
name?
and the high
it's
heels.
a work assignment that brings you to the island. Am I right?
She began staring at me with intense, hypnotic eyes. Disguised within her tailored outfit and tortoiseshell spectacles, she had the crazed look of someone not entirely in touch with reality. That's right.
An auditing job.
Eyes that looked like she was reading my very thoughts. Yes?
And you're late. Days late.
I was beginning to panic. Ned had warned me about the supernatural on this island. Was this person standing in front of me equipped with psychic powers that could read my very thoughts? How do you know all this? Are you the witch doctor?
The witch doctor? No. It was written on this telegram that came in for you. It came through a few days ago now. Your boss isn't too happy by the looks of it. Phil Bolam, the taxi driver, telephoned and said I'd find you out here.
You're reading my telegrams?
I'm a newspaper reporter. It's one of the best ways to get a good story. Now, do you want it or not?
If you wouldn't mind.
McAllen, you're late reporting in. I don't remember authorizing the reopening of a cold case, but you better make sure it pays off, or you'll be swapping desks back to the mailroom. Sid Sinclair Auditing Company.
I mean,
Do
at
you
least
want
he
to send a reply?
What was there
repaid.
to say? My only contact was going to be pushing up daisies by morning, and my one lead was the magazine I'd been carrying with me since heading out. Before I checked in with my boss, I needed some progress to report badly. You know, for now I'll just leave it.
Suit yourself. Sounds like you're up to some fun on the island, Murphy. Be a sweetie and keep me updated so I have something to write about, won't you?
She didn't even wait for a reply before she
She
started
really
striding
is in
back
the
through
high
bayou.
heels.
She hadn't taken a single
Holy
thing from
moly.
me, and yet somehow, I still felt like I'd just been mugged.
You were mugged of your heart. Okay, but seriously, I am especially bad with matching the outfit to the occasion, because I tend to dress too lightly and definitely too high of the heels since I'm kinda short. But that lady was crazy.
The tin boat puttered around the swamp, but didn't draw the attention of the alligator.
Maybe we need to load it with the fish guts.
I would need something that...
Yep. Fish guts.
I packed the fish guts and...
Come on. Let's put the stinker here.
Perhaps this would attract the gator's attention.
Yummy,
The hulking
yummy.
mass of scales and muscles lumbered to the edge
Look
of the
how
jetty
cute he
and
is,
dangled
you
its
big
toothy
boy.
jaws over the side, its nostrils flickering at each waft of fish guts.
So cute, baby. You should talk to him.
Ready?
Oh no, he fallen to the water.
With a splash that would be the envy of any cannonballing, I just hoped it didn't hold a grip.
How would he manage in the water as a crocodile? I don't think he would be very bothered.
A taxidermied fish was mounted on a board surrounded by a gold.
Gold frame.
The taxidermied fish looked like it was barely hanging on to deciding it would be better coming with me.
I thought that you will
and in
pick
doing so
something
tore
else.
a long hole in its
Ew.
previously
Ew.
The writing on the paddle wheel said in fancy painted letters,
Okay. You can go to the inside and nowhere else. Okay, let's go inside.
Spirits and specters from realms yet unknown, guide to me the wanderer who searches alone. Welcome, Murphy McCallan.
Big
How do you know
Baron
my name?
vibes.
have you been reading my telegrams too?
I have no need for such trivial paperwork. I have eyes all over this island. Now it's time for me to see you for myself. Come, step into the light. I know a lot about you, Murphy. Unknown parents, a childhood spent in orphanages. I know things about you even you don't know.
How do you know all that?
My name is Dr. Morey.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
a conjurer, a shadow man, a controller of spirits that balance the line between life and death.
And you have
And
very
those
nice hideout.
spirits whisper
Dude,
to me.
this is very
But for now,
atmospheric.
it's your time to talk, Murphy. Tell me why you've come to my humble abode.
I've been told you could help me.
That depends on what you seek.
I kept telling myself that the doctor's theatrics didn't convince me. That there must have been a logical reason why he knew what he did. But with how skittish the locals were, humoring him seemed like my only chance of learning more. I'm looking for the $13 million that went missing from the Belmore accounts. I'm an auditor in the company I work for.
Murphy, do you take me for a fool? I know what your mind sees when your eyes are closed. Tell me, Murphy, what do you dream of?
I love it. Guy has very good attire, extremely atmospheric lair, I would say, on the riverboat. And I'm not sure if I'm reading it correctly because I'm not very versed when it comes to the religion. And saying religion, I mean voodoo. But he does remind me when it comes to the way he's dressed of Baron. So maybe he is somehow related or he's worshipping Baron, probably, maybe. I will need to double check because I'm not sure.
I dream about finding...
I see that spirit within you, hungering for more than and I know you've dreamed about that treasure every night since you... Tell me I'm not right.
It's like the treasure is...
Many have sought the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. Some, it is said, have... Do you know what happened at Belmore?
The ghost story? I've read it, but I don't know how much of it is really true.
All of it.
We are getting
Dark magic
flashbacks.
runs
Thanks
throughout
God.
Belmore Manor. The house was built by the Belmore brothers, 3 merchants from England, who made their fortune trading across the Caribbean. Xavier Belmore, an explorer, Yardley Belmore, an actor, and Cecil Belmore, a scientist. Their parents dead for many years, they each loved and cared for their young sister, Abigail. Abigail met a young sailor who worked aboard her brother's ships, and in less than a year, he proposed. The engagement was a scandal. Despite having the pick of any eligible bachelor in high society, her hand and her share of the Belmore fortune was to go to a commoner. Because of their unconditional love for their young sister, the Belmore brothers sanctioned the union.
And that
But
was the
people
mistake.
began to wonder if Abigail
Do-do-do-do.
was being locked into marriage, whether by blackmail or black magic. The three proud brothers planned a grand wedding, but in the months leading up to it, one by one, each of the brothers was lost, presumed dead. And yet the wedding was still to go ahead. And with Abigail set to inherit the entire Belmore fortune once she came of age, people began to wonder whether the sailor was not a perpetrator, but a pawn. On
Sounds
the morning
like
of the
this.
wedding, Abigail summoned the sailor to her chambers. I don't love you, Abigail declared. I never loved you. And before the guests gathered in the house, Abigail declared that she would marry another on that same evening. John Rackham, first officer of the Belmore Trading Company, would be her new groom. Except that didn't happen. That night, everyone in the house suddenly and mysteriously vanished. Perhaps it was the last revenge of the scorned sailor. In the house that night was a heart that would be broken, a victim who would be tricked, and a force that would unleash evil. But no one knows exactly who each was.
Nice.
If you want to find the treasure, Murphy, you'll have to find out.
Oh, I like it. This type of...
You're telling me that all of that actually happened?
And so much.
Dr. Morey's performance was gripping, but it seemed like something out of the vaudeville shows I'd snuck. Grifters peddling magic spells, fortune-telling, and at least that's what I tried to tell myself. And the treasure, is that real too?
It is as real as you are, Murphy. And someone went to a lot of trouble hiding it.
Can you help me find it?
I can. If you can prove your dedication to the search, I will need you to retrieve something from inside the house. A small leather pouch called a gree-gree still lies
Gree-gree.
inside Abigail Belmore's bedroom. We will need it if I'm to help you. This will get you inside.
Okay, what the Grigri is? Is it like some sort of amulet? Because I think I've heard this
You're not
word
gonna pull
before.
a rabbit out of your hat for your next trick, are you?
I do not do tricks, Murphy McCallan.
Oh, Murphy,
You'll
you
soon learn
will get
this.
cursed.
The Belmore estate lies at the end of the
Gree.
northeastern peninsula
Gree.
of Devil's Rock. Find that gree-gree and bring it back to me.
I think that was the protective amulet, right?
I'll be here when you return.
At least
And
in
Murphy,
the...
this go... Now it's yours.
Because I think it was in the voodoo detective someone had Grigri, right? I think so. I'm not sure. Oh, I like this because now we can play with the tropes and we have like classic story of, you know, young maiden being, let's say, how it was called? Being tricked into the marriage and the groom not being actually good person, but it might turn out that no one was a good person and everyone was terrible, or the person we assumed was horrible was actually okay. I'm super interested in that. No, I will read it and summarize it for you. I just cannot without, sticking my face right into the screen.
It was the taxidermied fish I'd taken from the riverboat.
Okay, let's go to the mansion. I want to see. It's on the... Oh, wow.
Framed by
That's
trees
some
and lit by
hell of the
moonlight,
mansion.
Belmore Manor stood imposingly in the still night air. Even without any lights on, it felt like something inside the house was calling me. Or warning me.
Or both. Is it the winter? It looks like the winter garden. Super pretty. Okay,
A
let's
large
see.
pond lay in front of the house, slowly being reclaimed by algae, weeds, and... I considered wading into the pond, water up to my waist, squelching my way through the reeds and mud. Then I realized I had absolutely no reason to do that.
Oh, come on, the mud snakes. It will be fine. Fun, fun, fun. We have some hidden path there. Rikri. Oh! What a view. Oh, we can howl at the moon. Perfect.
Gazing up at the glowing moon, it reminded me of a poem I could
Oh,
recite
no.
by heart, even if I couldn't remember where I'd... From way up high, the moon can spy beyond where eyesight delve, but with some time, the maritime can see those sights themselves. From the patina of rust, it was clear the patio set hadn't been used in decades.
It's so pretty. Okay, let's go.
Ouch!
Oh, interesting. So it is worth exploring. Let's pick it up.
I
And
picked
let's
up the
go
horseshoe
down
that had
the
assaulted
path.
me. It was heavy, as the bump on my head attested.
Down the path we go. We have the horseshoe. It's a always good talisman.
The wheel was too heavy to move.
Really?
The cow skull was out of reach, high up on the gable. A length of rope dangled a barrel in front of the carriage house's hatch. The other end was tied off on the handle of the side door.
Okay. Grabby, grabby.
The knot was tied so tightly I couldn't loosen.
Oh, baby.
The doors were firmly locked from the inside.
Let's go down the path further.
Looking out over the tranquility
Oh,
of
no.
the gardens, its magnolias lit by moonlight, nothing could take my attention away from a hanged skeleton, its wedding suit little more than tattered rags clinging to bone, and its skull seemingly watching me with hollow, an eternal groom without a bride.
Birdie.
The stark trunk of the tree didn't offer any possibility of climbing it. The skeleton hung high up in the tree, swaying even from down on the ground. I felt disturbingly.
Yeah, I think he should be taken down. In general, it's a good practice to,
From the outside, I couldn't spot
Put
any
your
clues
dead
to the
to the
location of the Belmore
ground.
treasure.
or anything like that. Not let them hanging.
I needed the key.
You have the key.
With a deep breath, I placed the key into the lock of the house I'd been thinking about for weeks.
Ominous. Ooh.
Hello? I don't know if I expected a reply, but with only an echo in response, it seemed like nobody was home. I hope that was just the wind.
I hope that if we take away the Krikri, we won't cause any catastrophe, because it is meant to protect from evil, so maybe the Krikri is the only thing that is keeping this place
An orb appeared seemingly from nowhere,
together.
glowing and shimmering with energy, simultaneously captivating and terrifying. It was like it had a presence, an aura that I couldn't explain. My first instinct was to look for smoke and mirrors, but this illusion was right before my very eyes, one that I could reach out and touch.
Don't touch the void! Don't touch supernatural. Jesus. Dude, you are terrible at this. It's probably locked. Yep.
With neither of the doors, I couldn't tell if I was imagining things, but it looked like...
It's smart to have things locked so we don't wander around too much. And
The
then
door
you just
didn't
stay.
have a visible lock, but as much as I tried...
Fireplace.
A marble
look at this.
fireplace. Without a flue, the fireplace seemed entirely decorative. And yet, standing in front of it, I could... Huge paintings hung on the walls of the hall. I remembered seeing reproductions of the paintings in the Merry and Macabre magazine. It was a stone statue depicting two Greek deities of the sea. So skillfully carved it looked like the water droplets on their skin might drip away at any moment. Like the other door, this door...
Follow the light then, I guess. Yes, I'm seeing you. Ooh.
This was strange. I didn't remember seeing any lights on when I was...
Let's go. What could possibly go wrong?
Walking into the room, I realized it must have been Abigail's bedroom. I was in the right place. Somewhere in this room was the Gree-Gree, and I needed to...
This is a pretty room.
The sheets lay flat on the bed, undisturbed for more than 30 years. The Gree-Gree wasn't going to be there.
You never know.
I took the poker from the hook.
Get out.
I hope that was...
No, it wasn't.
The portraits hung tight to the wall and didn't reveal anything hidden by... Lighting the fire may have warmed the room, but it couldn't take away the chill I felt standing...
Just look around at the fireplace. Maybe there's the Gree-Gree.
I wedged the poker in the grate, and with all my money...
Damn, I wanted to check all of the room, to be honest. Okay, let's just check the rest of the room because I want to see what interactions we have.
I couldn't see anything special about the phonograph's reflection. It was best to leave the vase where it was. The music box was locked with no visible keyhole, but a distinctive indent on the front looked like it might be the mechanism to open it. The phonograph didn't have a record to... I tried to open the balcony doors, but they were locked securely.
Okay, let's grab the object. Probably
I
key
picked
to
up the
the
object that had been glinting in the fireplace.
Opening to the music box. I love the old school music boxes.
The brooch fitted snugly into the indentation in the music box. With a small click, the music box opened and revealed the contents it had held untouched for more than 30 years. The small leather bag was just as the witch doctor had described. It was hard to imagine what could be so important about it.
Hi, Abby.
You should not be here.
Wait, I can explain.
You don't belong here.
I don't mean any harm.
Get out. Get out.
Well, we now have the reason to go through the pond.
With good fortune, the pond had broken my fall. It was a strange juxtaposition, wiggling goldfish out of my underwear as I tried to process the fact that I'd just been the victim of an attempted murder by a ghost bride. The stories were true. So that meant the treasure might be real as well. And now I had the Gree-Gree. It was time to return to the Spirit Queen.
Oh, I didn't lost it. Nice.
Murphy, did you find it?
I saw her. I saw the bride. She tried to kill me.
I told you it was true. Now, do you have the Gree-Gree?
Yes, I found it.
Good. Good. Now, do you believe what I've been telling you?
I'm starting to. Why did she try to kill me?
There are some spirits that, even in death, do not wish to give up what they amassed. The question is, are you?
I would be if they'd give me a chance to ask them.
Precisely. That.
Dictionary? Ooh.
A manuscript for a voodoo spell? A spell to help me find the treasure?
A spell to reveal those who know where it is.
Nice.
There are many things on this island that have gone unseen. Stories that have been left unheard, at least by mortals. But I commune with realms beyond. Let me introduce you to a friend. Out of the shadows, the cursed and the damned, return now, my servants, to do my command!
I have returned to you, Master.
Loa, this gentleman wishes to find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. Tell him how this can be done.
Only inhabitants of the house know where the treasure lies. Their spirits still within its walls, trapped between life and death. To ask them, those spirits must be pulled back to the mortal realm.
And that is what our spell will do, Murphy. A summoning spell to unveil the ghost trapped within the house.
7 ingredients place inside, tie closed and then unseal. Within the focus what may hide, this spell will soon reveal.
Once you've collected all 7, we can summon the ghosts of Belmore Manor. Once we've summoned the ghosts, we can ask them exactly where the treasure was hidden. You have served me, Loa. Be gone. That, Murphy, is your goal. Find the 7 ingredients named in the voodoo manuscript, place them in the Gree-Gree, and return to the Spirit Queen. Are you up to the task?
I think so.
Excellent. Then there's just one thing left to do. The Gree-Gree that you carry is not yours. It was stolen from the spirits. And an artifact of voodoo will only work for its rightful owner. To be used, it cannot be stolen. It can only be bought, or traded, or inherited. Fortunately for you, the spirits and I are willing to make a trade for something symbolic of your spirit. The spirit that yearns to escape its humdrum life. If you want the Gree-Gree to be rightfully yours, what do you have
Ooh,
to
I don't
offer
have too much on
in
me.
exchange for it?
Let me think. What do I have? The telegraph? Maybe. The watch?
It was the pocket watch I'd been given when I reached 5 years. I didn't know whether it was to celebrate the fact or rub it.
Maybe the telegraph that I won't be writing to my boss. Oops, I'm trying all the time to drag it.
Would the spirits trade the Gree?
A reminder of the world you wish to leave behind. But I'm
Okay. Magazine as a representation of my dreams?
Would the spirits trade?
I know far more about the house than what is on that fish.
Then the only thing I can think of is the watch.
What about this?
A pocket watch. A symbol of the life that doesn't satisfy you. a symbol of lost time. Dare you give it up?
I think I can do without it.
Then cast it into the spirit pool. The spirits have deemed it a satisfactory trade. The Grigri and its powers are now rightfully yours to wield. You are ready now, Murphy. Head out to the island and retrieve the ingredients we need. Then I will show you the final step of the spell.
How am I going to find what I need?
Everything I've ever needed for my voodoo spells, I've found here. It's as though this island draws the supernatural to it. The bayou, the beach, the town, the manor, all will help you in your search. Tell me, Murphy, have you visited the mill to the north, the fort to the south, the church at the island's heart? The island will lead you to that which you seek. I have no doubt about that.
Ooh, map updated. Nice. Nice. Murphy was left for 1 hour alone and he already made the contract with ghosts. He already invaded the haunted mansion. And now he's probably going to be eaten by the alligators.
How are the ghosts trapped within
The explosion is what sealed their fate. They exist now only as spirits, the form they should take in the spirit realm, and yet they remain. The ghosts are trapped in that house, unseen, unheard. This spell will change that.
How was the bride able to attack me when...
Voodoo works best when attuned to emotion, and the strongest of those emotions can sometimes pull. She must have been very...
If I summon the spirits of the house... What?
Very true, Murphy. Best be a little more persuasive this...
What was the explosion?
It was a tearing in the very threshold, but a chain reaction of spirit energy suddenly unleashed by the most violent of emotions. Just as the bride's anger allowed her to manifest in front of you this very evening, think of the rage that must have caused an entire household to explode.
Who is the creature that you talked?
That is my Loa, the Loa of the mysteries.
Is it a ghost?
No.
Nope.
They are the intermediaries between humans. There are two planes of existence, Murphy. The mortal Loa can move between them both. With my power...
How did you learn?
I have always been adept with the mystic arts. Just as you dream of treasure, Murphy, I dream of power. I came to Devil's Rock many years ago, drawn by... And no sooner than I arrived, the spirit realm began to...
Why is this island such a...
I suspect the answer to that question already lies in what you're...
What's this riverboat?
This is the spirit... It used to be a pleasure boat, ply on the rivers around the island. That's how I came to own the boat. A lucky game of chance. But between you and me, Murphy, it's a lot easier to win when you have spirits to control the rope.
It sounds like you...
Fate was always gonna bring this boat to me.
Do you keep an...
That's right. My dear old Mephistopheles. Blind as a bat, but with the smell. Good thing he's chained up safely in the boiler room.
No, he isn't. He was out on the jetty when I was trying to get a...
Where is he now?
Swimming in the bayou.
Oh dear. Not again.
I'm going to go...
Rebecca?
Part 1, summoning spell. I think it's a good moment for the break, honestly. So far so good. I am enjoying it. Definitely will need to read again on the voodoo religion because I keep on forgetting the names and what is what. So definitely some homework to do, and I will read the article and summarize if there's anything else in it for the next session, because as I said today, not a good eyesight day. Sorry guys. But for now that's all. I hope that you guys did enjoy, and take care, and we'll see each other next time. Bye!